seen in the topic lines and angles various definitions with respect to the lines, angles, and also we have seen some different pairs of angles. Also we have looked at what are the intersecting lines and what are the parallel lines. Now let us look at some few axioms and theorems in this topic. Now, what is the difference between axiom and theorem? An axiom is a generalized statement which is taken as it is. It means we are not supposed to prove that axiom or we are not supposed to prove that statement. But when there is a theorem, we make use of such axioms to prove that statement. So anything which has to be proved is called as a theorem, and axiom is a statement which you are not supposed to prove. Now, since this is the first axiom of your topic, lines and angles, so definitely we are not going to prove it, but we will be understanding it, what they are telling us in that axiom. Now, the axiom says if a ray stands on a line, it means first of all I have to draw one line. Let us say this is my line, and on this line a ray is standing means you have to draw a ray on this line. Now that direction of that ray could be anything. You can draw in this direction as well as this direction. Let us suppose I am drawing the ray in this direction. So after drawing a ray on that line, then the sum of two adjacent angles. Now sum of two adjacent angles. Now which two adjacent angles? The angles so formed. So formed, it means when you draw a ray on that line, definitely two angles will be formed, and that two angles are adjacent to each other. Now as we know, two angles are called as adjacent when they have one common vertex, one common arm, and the non-common arms are present in different directions. So here angle 1 and angle 2 are the adjacent angles, and the axiom says the sum of such adjacent angles is equal to 180. Okay, so I hope you understand the axiom. A ray standing on a straight line forming two adjacent angles, and their sum will always be 180. So that is your first axiom, and this axiom is also called as linear pair axiom. So whenever you are solving any problem and in that you are making use of this axiom, so in the reason you have to specify linear pair axiom. Now let us look at the next axiom, which is converse of the first. Now what is meant by converse? Suppose if I write a statement, if A is present, then B happens. Okay, suppose this is one statement and its converse would be if B is present, then A happens. It means inverse of it. If A is present, B happens, and if B is present, A happens. So as you can look at in this theorem, what this axiom, what this axiom was saying, that if you are drawing a ray on a straight line, so the condition here was the line was already a straight line, and if the line is straight, then the sum of the angles so formed is 180. Now let us look at its converse. Its converse says if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180, it means already they are saying that the sum is 180. So we can refer to the same figure. So if the sum of two adjacent angles is 180, then the non-common arms form a straight line. Now which are the non-common arms? Suppose I name these two angles as ABC and CBD. So instead of writing 1 and 2, suppose I write angle ABC plus angle CBD is 180 degree. Why? Because that is what is given in the axiom. The sum of adjacent angles is 180. These two are the adjacent angles. Now in this case, which are the two non-common arms? BC is the common arm. So the two non-common arms are BA and BD. So in such a case, if the sum of adjacent angle is 180, the non-common arms are forming a straight line. So as you can see, BA and BD, these are the points on the one line. It means ABD is a straight line. So hence I can call it as, or I can call this axiom as converse of linear pair axiom. So this also you have to specify whenever you are solving the questions, if you are making use of this axiom. So these are the two axioms. The first axiom saying on a straight line, if you draw a ray, the sum is 180 and its converse is, if the sum of the adjacent angles is already 180, then it is standing on a straight line, or the non-common arms form a straight line. Okay, now let us look at the first theorem of this topic, theorem 6.1, which says if two lines intersect each other, if two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles, I am writing it short form VOA, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. Now we have already seen what are the vertically opposite angles. So let me explain you with the help of the figure. Suppose these are the two lines. Let us name it as line L and line M. So when these two lines are intersecting each other, definitely vertically opposite angles are found. Which are the vertically opposite angles? Suppose I name it as 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the theorem says if two lines are intersecting, the vertically opposite angles so formed are equal. Now which is the vertically opposite angle to angle 1? It is angle 3, whereas the vertically opposite angle to 2 is angle 4. So they are saying 1 is equal to 3 and 2 is equal to 4. Now since this is a theorem, we have to prove it. Yes? Now we can prove this with the help of the axioms which we have seen until now. So what is your show that, or what is your to prove? To prove is I have to show angle 1 is equal to angle 3 or angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So you can prove any one of them and still that's enough. So let us see how to prove that. Now if I consider this line L and this is the ray standing on that line. Okay, so line L and this ray standing on that line. Just now we have seen axiom 6.1, which says if a ray is standing on a straight line, the sum of the adjacent angles is 180. So I can write angle 1 plus angle 4 is equal to 180 degree. What is the reason specifying for this? Because both are linear pair angles, and hence the reason is linear pair axiom. Similarly, if you look at taking M as the straight line and this is the ray standing on that line. So M is a straight line and this ray is standing on that line. Again you are getting two adjacent angles, angle 3 and angle 4. So by the same reason, angle 3 plus angle 4 is also equal to 180 degree. Reason, linear pair axiom. If I mark this as equation 1 and equation 2, the right hand sides are equal. It means their left hand sides will also be equal. And in case of left hand side also, there is one common angle present in both the sides. It means from 1 and 2, I can write angle 1 is equal to angle 3, marking this as equation 1 and equation 2. So I can write from 1 and 2, angle 1 is equal to angle 3. And then the next statement would be, similarly, I can prove which other two angles, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So this is how we have to prove. So just we have made use of the linear pair axiom. In first case, I have taken the sum of these two angles as 180. In second case, the sum of these two angles as 180. And since this is the common angle, hence angle 1 is equal to angle 3. So this becomes your first theorem of the topic.